Coucou puce. So time for another foundation review Monday. Today I'm reviewing the Perricone MD No Foundation Serum. So I have reviewed the No Foundation Foundation. I will link that guide down below for sure. Someone asked me a while ago if I would review this guy, and I just hadn't gotten the chance to get my hands on it to try it out. And so I was really grateful when Sephora had their you know, they have, I've told you guys about these before, those codes where you can input them and you get a free deluxe sample. So this is the deluxe sample that I got. And you get 10 milliliters of product, so it was awesome. If I can still find that code, I'm not sure if it's still valid, but if I can still find it, I will link it down below. So I'm pulling it up on the Sephora website, and it is showing up at $68 for the full 100 milliliters. And it only comes in this one shade, which I think is like medium to deep? Light to medium. I would say for my skin tone, so I'll link my foundation review playlist down below to have an idea of where I stand foundation wise, but I do find that it is a little bit too dark for me. I think in this camera it's not going to show up because I have such bright lights, but it is a smidge too dark for me. It is what's on my face today, obviously, and so I like to mix it with a lighter foundation or like my MAC Face and Body in white to get it to sort of, you know, be as light as I want it to. So I would say that there's not a great selection in terms of color range. It's only going to fit color match wise a very specific type of person. I'm going to insert a little demo of me applying it. I suggest to do it has a little dropper top, and you put 3 to 4 drops in your palm, and then you're supposed to work in it with your fingers. This is the way I do wear this foundation. I do find that it does go and blend into the skin well with your fingers. I don't love or prefer using my fingers to put my foundation on my face. I just have a lot of brushes I love. I love brushes. It's one of the things I like most about makeup. So I do definitely miss using my brushes when I use this guy. But I will say it is very easy. It blends into the skin very quickly, very efficiently. And it gives, I think with 3 to 4 drops, probably like a light to medium light coverage. I tend to probably put another 2 to 3 drops to get the more medium coverage. I have been breaking out a little bit down here, and so I do find that those blemishes, I do need to go into the concealer to you know, cover them properly. I don't know, I can't speak today. And so what do I think about this guy? I think it's interesting. When we talked about the No Foundation foundation, I told you it almost seemed like tacky to the touch, which made it feel like it wasn't going to go anywhere. Even at the end of the day, it still had that tacky feel. This one just feels like it absorbs right into the skin. You can barely feel it. I will say it's as long lasting as the other one, so easily 10 to 12 hours wear. I do wear it with a primer, but without a primer, it would last 6 to 8 hours, I would say. No oxidization, a smidge, maybe a half to a quarter shade of oxidization I found with this guy. It does have SPF in it, so if you want to use it instead of your SPF, that's great, but if you are worried about flashback, you might get a bit of a white cast in a flashback. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to tell you. If I had to choose between this guy and the No Foundation foundation, I'd pick the No Foundation foundation. I know technically this one is supposed to be for oily skin, and I have been particularly oily lately, and I don't know that it does a phenomenal job of keeping my oil at bay. Like I said, it does last all day, it doesn't get eaten away by that oil, but I wouldn't say like it's a mattifying for oily skin only type of foundation, if that makes sense. But it has been really lovely. I have been reaching for it basically all week. Even when I haven't been testing it out specifically, it's still the one I've been reaching for. And so I do generally love it. I will finish it, but I think when it gets time to replenishing it, I'd go for the No Foundation foundation. Let me know if you guys have tried it out, or if you've tried out any other fun foundations recently down below. And I think that'll be it. Let's do 3 points of positivity, and I will be done for the day. The first point of positivity, you can probably tell I sound a little congested. I'm on the tail end of a cold, and so it's probably my first point of positivity is that I'm starting to feel better, starting to feel stronger. I feel like I'm not making sense today or speaking proper English, but I'm feeling stronger, and that's what counts. That is definitely my first point of positivity. Second point of positivity, hand in hand with that, is some really yummy soup. I feel like I have to eat the most boring food when I get sick, and I'm a wuss when I'm sick, so it's like a lot of tea and soup and whatever. But I found a really awesome tomato soup, and I've been having that by the bucketful almost. That's like all I've been eating for the past couple days. It has been really yummy though, so it's definitely the second thing that's making me smile. And my third point of positivity is getting to connect with my sweet sissy. it's just life and everything has sort of kept us a little bit out of whack. So getting a couple of sweet messages from her has been great. If you don't know who my sweet sissy is, it's April from the beautiful Harker Beauty. I will link her channel as always when I talk about her down below. I'm gonna go because I'm making very little sense. I'm probably gonna wash this off, have a nice warm shower, and get to bed early to kick this cold completely out of our system. That is it for me today, but as always, please do let me know what has been making you smile down in that comment section. I want to send you guys tons and tons of love, and as always, I can never leave you without reminding you that life is just too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys!